There is a gap between earning more money and actually having more of it. Most people fall into it without ever understanding why. And the strange thing is, the gap does not get smaller as your income grows. For most people, it grows with it. This is what your life looks like at every level of wealth. Not the apartment, not the car, not the clothes, the feeling underneath all of it. Tier 1. Net worth $0 to negative. It is Thursday. You got paid today. Net worth minus $2,400. You open the app on your phone. You already know the number before it loads. You have been doing the math in your head since you woke up. Rent comes out tonight. The card minimum hits Friday. There is still a hold from the gas you put in 3 days ago that is not cleared yet. There's a half-second delay while the balance appears. You feel it in your chest before you see it with your eyes. It is not panic. It is just wait. This is Tier 1. You are not reckless. You are not bad with money. You are doing the math correctly. The math just does not work. Take home is $2,100 after tax. Rent is $1,150. That leaves $950 for food, transportation, the minimum payment, the phone bill, and whatever else Thursday decides to bring. You eat lunch at your desk, not because you forgot to pack it, because you remember what is in the account. The smell of the break room coffee that someone else made. The sound of your coworker's keyboard on the other side of the partition. You sit there for a minute longer than necessary. Sunday nights feel specific. There is a tightness that does not have a name. Not anxiety exactly, more like awareness. The week starts tomorrow. The money is mostly gone. Thursday will come again. You tell yourself, when I make more, this feeling goes away. Tier 2. Net worth $10,000 to $50,000. 3 years pass. Net worth $22,000. You make more now. Not dramatically more, but enough that the math works a little better. For the first time, when you open the app on Thursday, the number does not scare you. You have a savings account. It has $4,800 in it. This is the most money you have ever held in one place that is not immediately leaving. You stop checking your balance after every purchase. You start checking it after every weekend. The $4,800 does not feel like wealth. It feels like exactly enough to be afraid of losing. One Tuesday, you download a statement, the full month, income column and savings column, side by side on the screen. Income after tax, $3,200. Savings moved out of checking that month and not touched, $190. You look at the statement for a long time. The screen brightness feels too high. You put the phone face down. Sunday nights feel better. A little. The tightness is still there, but softer. You can breathe through it now. You tell yourself, when I make significantly more, this feeling goes away. Tier 3. Net worth $50,000 to $150,000. Net worth $84,000. You are in your late 20s. Income is up. The apartment is better. There is food in the refrigerator that you actually chose, not just whatever was cheapest at the end of a tired Tuesday. You call yourself stable, and for most of the year you are. The problem with stability is what it hides, not the large risks, the small ones, the ones living just beneath the line of what you are watching. 1 month it is a car repair, $800, gone. 1 month it is a medical bill with a deductible you did not remember agreeing to, $1,200. 1 month a friend needs help and you help them. That was the right thing to do. But the cushion is smaller now, and the Sunday feeling is back. louder than you expected, given that you are supposed to be past this. The internal voice comes back, quiet, specific. It says, you are exactly one thing away from Tier 1. You have always been one thing away. You close the app. You are not one thing away, but you feel like it. That Thursday feeling, the one from the beginning, the half second before the balance loads, the weight in the chest before the number appears. You still have it. You make more than twice what you made at Tier 1. The Thursday feeling is the same. Sit with that for a moment. Tier 4. Net worth $150,000 to $500,000. Net worth $210,000. You are in your early 30s. Income is real now. Not modest comfortable, genuinely good. You are in a bracket your parents never reached. The apartment reflects it. The car reflects it. The subscriptions reflect it. There are more of them than you could list without checking, and checking feels like unnecessary anxiety. And you make enough now that it should not matter. Here is what nobody shows you. Households earning between $300,000 and $500,000 a year leave paycheck to paycheck at higher rates than households earning between $50,000 and $100,000. Read that again. More money, higher rates of broke. Not because high earners are reckless, because lifestyle does exactly what income does. It goes up automatically before you consciously approve it. The way a subscription does, one upgrade at a time, no moment where you agreed to the new baseline until the new baseline is simply what it costs to be you now. Think about your subscriptions, the ones on autopilot, not the ones you chose this month, the ones you agreed to once a long time ago and have been paying ever since without anyone asking if you still want them. Lifestyle inflation is a subscription. You signed up, not all at once, but one upgrade at a time. The account gets charged every month. Nobody cancels it. The bill grows as the income grows. And the result, for most people at this tier, is that the savings line barely moves. Income increased 3.1 times since Tier 1. Monthly savings moved plus $210. You pull up the statement. Savings column. Side by side. The income column has tripled since that Tuesday at Tier 2 when you sat with your phone face down. The savings column has barely moved. Same statement, different numbers, same gap. You do a calculation you have never done before. If your lifestyle costs had stayed flat, if you had redirected just 60% of each raise before it touched your checking account, the savings column over 5 years would not be $210 a month. It would be $1,740 a month. That is the cost of the subscription, not the gym, not the groceries. The subscription to a life-sized exactly to absorb everything you earn. Sunday night, nicer apartment. Same feeling. You sit with that, not at the desk, on the couch, in the quiet before the week starts. The phone is in your hand, but the screen is dark. You think about what you told yourself at Tier 1. When I make more, this feeling goes away. You make more. The feeling is the same. It followed you up every rung because the income level grew, the lifestyle grew with it. Nobody redirected anything. The subscription just got more expensive. The material life changed. The car is different. The options are different. The Thursday number is different. But the system underneath, what happens to money the moment it arrives, that never changed. You put the phone on the armrest. You look at the ceiling for a moment. Then you pick it back up. Tier 5. Net worth, $500,000 plus. 2 versions of this tier exist. The number is the same in both. What separates them is not intelligence, not discipline, not income. Listen carefully. Version A. You are here by accumulation. The raises came. The 401k has been running in the background since your first real job. You never touched it. A home appreciated. A few investments did better than you expected. 15 years of small, quiet decisions quietly compounded without you fully choosing them. The number is real. Sunday morning still has an edge to it. Not as loud, but it is there because you are not entirely sure how you got here, and the things you cannot explain, you cannot repeat. Version B, same tier, same number, different path. You can name the decision, not a dramatic one, not a mentor with a lesson, not a windfall, a redirect. The month your income went up by $400. You moved $300 of it to a separate account before it touched checking. Automatically. Before lifestyle could see it. Every raise, not all of it, but most of the increase, redirected before the subscription had a chance to grow. The lifestyle grew too, more slowly, on what was left after the redirect. And the savings column on that statement, the one with $190 in it on that Tuesday at Tier 2, grew the way the income grew. Together, at the same speed. The subscription on autopilot is still there in version B. The lifestyle still runs. The difference is that someone put the redirect on autopilot first, before the subscription could charge. Sunday morning in version B is different, not because the number makes sense. You know how it got there. You know what it is doing. That is the feeling you thought having more money would bring. It did not come from the money. It came from knowing what the money was doing. At every tier in the simulation, the material life changed. The apartment changed. The options changed. The Thursday balance changed. At most tiers, the feeling underneath it did not. Because the income level is not what determines the feeling. The system is. Most people spend their entire working lives climbing the income ladder, while the floor underneath them stays exactly where it was at Tier 1. Not because they made the wrong decisions, because nobody told them the subscription runs automatically. Nobody said, redirect first. Let everything else get what's left. Nobody explained that the savings line and the income line only move together if you make them move together. You already know what the statement looks like. Income column, savings column. The question is which direction the savings line is moving, not when you make more, not next year, this month. There's only one question this video cannot answer for you. The one only you can answer. Which tier are you in right now? And which version of Tier 5 are you building? Drop your tier in the comments. If this channel tells the money stories nobody else does, and you think it does, subscribe. There are more of them.